All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Recover Together. My name's Kevin, Scales of King 90, whatever you want to call me. Today, we are going to be, it's been a few months since I've done a video, and it's going to be different than what my normal breakdowns were, because I've actually advanced as a person. I've learned a little bit more about creation, and I had to take time to do that, right? It doesn't just come naturally to everybody. So, while I was doing that, all this Diddy stuff broke out. And, you know, being a person who has been on the spectrum of, being molested or SA'd when I was a young boy, I could kind of speak out a little bit about what this does mentally to people. Now, I could only imagine having millions of dollars and, people at every corner trying to get an autograph or trying to say hi and, this and that. It's just not a conducive lifestyle for everybody. Not everybody can handle it. And that's just the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. And I think we're going to see a reckoning in Hollywood. And if we don't, then we should. Because we have to get whoever is in on all this stuff. And I hope they are exposed, and they are exposed to the max. And, I will speak out on anybody that is a danger to the public, one, and a danger to children, too. And especially if you're a danger to children. I have 2 daughters, 2 princesses, and I love them to death. And if anybody were to, if my daughters were to come to me and say anything of what I've heard, even a smidgen, I would be knocking on. I don't care if you would have been anybody, okay? Could have been the president of the United States. I would have been knocking at your door, and you would have had some trouble coming your way. And the point, and the fact that this has been covered up for so long by so many different people, I'm a firm believer in karma, okay? And, I work in mental health, and I work in substance abuse, so I feel like this is the perfect outsider's look inside a situation with a few different, I guess, celebrity icons that you could look up to, I guess. Are there really any icons anymore? I mean, really? Because you just don't know. I mean, now Ashton Kutcher's name is being thrown into the mix. And this is all allegedly, but I'm not saying anything that any news outlet has not said. So, that being said, it is set up so many lifestyles to be messed up for the rest of their lives. And we've seen the downfall of so many people mentally. I'm not talking about, going on tour, making their money, doing whatever they do. Of course, they're going to continue to do that. That's just like, that's their bread and butter. Just like anybody, if you have a job, you work hard at it, and if you're good at it, you keep it. So people like, I don't want to really name names because, again, I've been on the opposite end of the spectrum of being hurt. But I think we all know the younger adults, I should say kids, that this hit, and the scope, I don't even think we scratched the surface, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think the takedown of a particular person recently is great. I think get them off the streets. The more, we would be saying this about anybody else that did this. And, everybody's silence towards it speaks volumes, right? Like, if you're quiet about something like this, it speaks volumes, because we've seen it historically that people have come out and they've defended Harvey Weinstein in the beginning. they defended. Well, I don't know how many people defended Jeffrey Epstein. I know he was popular in his circle, but I don't know how many people. Like, he wasn't a celebrity, is what I'm saying. So, you know, but charges like this, they don't just come in a vacuum, okay? They come over years, and especially with the feds, because the feds will wait. They will wait. They are patient, and you know, if they feel like they got a case, which obviously they feel like they do, and from what we're hearing, right? Not seeing yet, at least a little bit of, but we're hearing more than we're seeing. And you know, Jesse Weber over at News and Crime, I think, Crime and News, or News and Crime Daily, they do a great job. Jesse Weber does a great job. You know, they are the, like, Diddy News, and he even joked about it one time, but really they are. They break out with, you know, breaking allegations and things that are happening, and then this new lawyer who's coming out, and he's saying he has all these receipts for videotapes, this and that, and he's coming at you with 120 lawsuits, 120 lawsuits that he says that he's vetted, and he has, you know, he's taken his course, and it's split 60-60 between 60 men, 60 women. Okay, that's great. So we're going to see how good his vetting process was once this gets going. But if it's anything from what he is saying, and I forgot the lawyer's name, that's why I'm not saying it. I should have looked his name up before I got on here, but I didn't know if I was going to talk about him or not. He is coming out with some slamming allegations, and you know, apparently he has receipts for everything. And now people are coming out and they're saying, you know, we have so many different, you know, all the interviews over the years, we're looking at it from a different lens, and of course we're going to look at it from a different lens. Perception is reality, right? So we perceived this man as somebody who was good, took in a 15-year-old child when, you know, we all thought that was great. That was cool. You're showing a 15-year-old kid really his dreams, when in fact you were his nightmare the whole time. And again, I don't want to be specific, but that kind of is. You know, and I feel bad on that end because I've been through it. And I know the pain, and I know where that leads. And, you know, drugs, alcohol, par for the course, par for the course. When you're on a trajectory like that, it doesn't matter. Money, you know, less money. It really does not matter. The only time it matters is if you're the mogul and you could shut people up with the billions that you have, you know, and the interpersonal relationships that, you know, said person that was just locked up has. And, you know, it doesn't only reach into the music industry, it reaches into Hollywood. It is a culture of Hollywood. And for years, this culture has been going on. Honestly, I'm surprised they even allowed YouTube to be real because, you know, it just exposes truth. And you gotta love the fact that at least we can hang our hats on that somewhat truth. Now, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And that's a fact. There is a lot of misinformation. Now, I don't believe people should be talking on things that they don't know. People like, and this is not somebody that doesn't know, but somebody like Gene Deal, who has been there, who was there, who can actually throw in, you know, comments where, and allegations, and, you know, basically just inform the community and the country at large, what's going on here. And whatever you think of Gene Deal or whatever the case, I have no reason or no idea why anybody would have a problem with him. But that's not my point here. My point is that finally people are speaking out, and the victims are the people that we really have to protect, and those are the people that are going to lead the way and stand up finally and say enough is enough. Like, there's only so much money can get you in this world. There's only so much that, it really boils down to money. That a lot of this just boils down to money. Prestige. Obviously, people want their names. I mean, how many kids, especially at like 15 years old, of course it'd be a dream to be with Diddy. And not only that, you're signing record deals. You're making a ton of money. And it seems like life can't get any better, right? You're able to do whatever you want. You're able to go out on a yacht whenever you want. You're able to rent one, buy one. How many houses? You name it. And you could have a ton of money. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't knock anybody's grind. We're all out here trying to do the same thing, right? We're all trying to survive and then some if we can. And, so I don't knock anybody's grind. Thing is if you're sketchy about doing that, to say the least, okay? That's like one of the nicest ways I can put it. Especially the way I feel about it. There's more to it. And normally, if your gut is telling you something, then it's normally true, at least to some point, and some extent, because it's telling you this for a reason. And I've never liked P. Diddy personally. I really don't care. I'll say his name. I've never liked him from the 90s all the way up till now. And now I just think he's even worse of a person than I thought he was before. And before I thought he was an awful person. And, if he truly is linked to one of the best rappers, debatable, but no one can debate that he's up there with some of the greats rappers in this time. It's just like, and then Kim Porter, and there's so many more now. And again, we look at everything from a different lens. Perception is reality. And Diddy's perception right now of reality is 6 by 10 cell. So that's his reality. He thinks he's great. He thought he was going to get bail. $50 million bail package. Look it, they denied you because you are. It wasn't necessarily that you're a flight risk, even though you definitely are, but it's not even that. It's the fact that you are violent and being out in the public. It's not a chance that the courts are willing to take, especially in New York City. I mean, you just, and I give credit for holding him down and keeping him in there because it makes the society safer, and it gives no access to potential jury-tainment, and it also or witness tampering, anything. I mean, you just don't know with guys like this, and that's the thing, is that Diddy, I believe, in part got away with this for so long because he had controlled chaos. And controlled chaos is like, to everybody else, it looks like everything's crazy. Oh my God, the world's gone crazy. And, in this situation, where do we even start to figure things out? And if something went wrong at this party or whatever, well, when the feds come a knocking and they take those tapes, There you go. Proof's in the pudding, right? And you may have, you may testify on all these people, and I'm talking about Diddy now. You may testify on all these people and try to cut a deal, but you're not getting out of prison, my man. My personal opinion. That's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have it. Now, pertaining to other people in the industry, so to speak, right? Look it. There are other people that are involved in this, and I'm sure there are people that are higher than Diddy involved in this, and they don't want, this wall of silence that is breaking to break. They want it to hold. And like I said, I hate using the word woke because I really just, for some reason, I just don't like it. People are becoming enlightened, though, if I may, or for lack of a better term, I should say. So, it's sad to see that people that really took words that this man said to their heart, and they really looked up to him, kids, rushing up to him and getting pictures, and God, with all the allegations now, and every picture he took with a kid, it's just like, I don't even want to go there. But, it's time. It's time that they start cleaning house. And I don't think this is going to be a huge domino effect, but I think it's going to be enough of a ripple. Obviously, it's created already a tidal wave of, people coming out, some people like crying, and then, like I said, the inactiveness of just nobody coming out and saying anything. That's a little weird. That's a little strange. But sorry, somebody knocked on the door. I'm doing this live. Even though I'm not live, I'm doing this like live. So, so sorry about that. But anyways, let's see where all this goes. I am going to continue my coverage, and I'm going to continue throwing in, my objective opinions, and at the same time, going to follow up and try to get some receipts too, because I want to dig into this thing, because honestly, I really don't care about putting it out there myself, honestly, and being a advocate for young children and kids being able to be kids and not have to worry about being harmed. I think that allegations, allegedly, if Usher did really do what people are saying he did and kept that cycle of abuse going, then I have no words other than he should lose his whole fan base. I mean, and again, allegedly. So we don't know if he did it. We don't know if he did that on purpose. But come on. Are we going to play stupid, everybody, just because it's Hollywood and, there's some celebrities out there? And like I said, this whole, culture around Hollywood and looking up to people like Hollywood stars and celebrities as like deities almost. I've never been the type that, and I've met 2 celebrities in my whole life, and I'm not going to name them, and they were good encounters. We actually spoke for about 20 minutes with one, and then like an hour and a half with another. So that was pretty cool. But I don't get like, oh my God, it's a actor or an actress, and there's a word for it, and I'm brain farting on it. But it's just not me. I don't get blinded by fame and you know, all that. To me, everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time, and you know, let's just be cognizant of the fact that there are victims in this, and there's a lot of news spreading about all of this. Obviously, the tidal wave I just talked about. But I'm gonna stop my video here, and I will be back tomorrow. Uh, and I hope you guys liked. But please like, follow, subscribe. I am trying to by Christmas trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. So if we can make that happen, that'd be great. But again, comment in the comment section, guys, what you think of this whole thing. In fact, I'll make it a little more specific. The the Hollywood, let's just say, like I said earlier, the world of Hollywood and its culture. You know, let me know in the comments what you think of the culture of Hollywood. And I look forward to talking to you guys, and I'll be talking to you guys in the comments. So hopefully you get some comments, and love you guys. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.